William Nylander will go into the center position with no Nazem Kadri tonight. And listen, it goes without saying, and I know you've said it, Craig, before, if you're going to win, you got to win as a full team. None of this, like, your best players got to be your best players. Everyone's got to play to their highest capability, fullest capability. Your goalie's got to be on his game as well. And I know you've been saying that forever, but we do like to still play a little game and just try to figure out X factors and who will make a difference and who could really stand out. Well, what about William Nylander, right? It's been an off year for him, and we all know the reasons why. But for Dave Poulin, another one of our TSN hockey analysts who was on First Up today, he was talking about Nylander being a pretty big X factor.
But the X factor to me keeps coming back to number 29. And I have you have a pretty good thought. You know what you're going to get everywhere else in the Leafs lineup with whatever configurations you put together. And Mike Babcock, once again, has options he did not have in the past. This is from a standpoint of forward lines. 29 keeps looming for me. How is he going to be? And who is he going to impact in this group? And are you going to have to take Kapanen and put him up with Matthews and Johnsson because Nylander's not going? And I think it's a chance for him to wipe a slate clean, and it has been a miserable year.
And it has been, and we know this. And he didn't return to the lineup until December 6th, and then he couldn't keep pace with Matthews, and then he moved around the lineup, and then he was on the power play unit, and that didn't work out, and now he's back on the power play unit, and he's still trying to score goals, and wanted one so desperately the other night. He was like 100 feet offside, and he put it in and was still cheering, even though he knew he was offside. Like, now he's going to play the center position, which we saw him play this year already, and he looked good. He actually looked pretty good. Obviously, you want Nazem Kadri in the lineup, and you want that guy to be your third-line center. I'm not trying to, who's kidding who here. But it looks like by design for tonight's game with Johnsson coming back, he's put Johnsson with Nylander. So it's Johnsson, Nylander, Brown. He's moved Marleau back with Matthews. Marleau, Matthews, Kapanen. Do you think, though, because Nylander did well at the center position, I don't know, is it a feather in the cap to play that position well? Do you think this in some way could just also be another nice little confidence boost heading into the playoffs?
I've said this all along about William Nylander. William Nylander is a luxury in the sense that he can play center. I don't think he is a center, not a full-time center. So the luxury is that you have somebody that you can put in there, and you get an injury, you get somebody out of the lineup so he can move in there, he can play in that position. And that's nice, and that's a nice luxury to have. But to me, William Nylander, when you consider what his capabilities are, right, and what he is, I don't care about defense. William Nylander is not getting paid an average salary, not cap, $7.5 million to play good defense. He's playing that. He's getting paid that much to score and to generate offense and to be a dangerous offensive player. End of story. I don't want to hear about details defensively. You better be better offensively. And if William Nylander doesn't find his offensive game, that hurts the Toronto Maple Leafs. Mm-hmm.